Why is my pregnancy test not getting darker?
If you did the test first thing in the morning, that's the most intense urine of the day. All other tests later in the day won't be as dark.
That's not what I mean.
If you did a pregnancy test yesterday, while the hormone levels are doubling every 2 or 3 days, it isn't going to be a lot darker on most tests.
You'd think it would.
If you switched from a very sensitive test to a less sensitive one, the line on the cheaper less sensitive test won't be as dark for a while.
Yes, I tested a couple times, but it was with the same brand.
And not at the same time, though I'd imagine that's why they sell pregnancy tests in 3 and 6 packs.
I have more than one test that's all about as dark.
While a lot of women watch the test waiting for that faint positive line, they sometimes expect it to get even darker if they wait longer.
You're implying it won't.
Not today. A faint positive line is a positive test, and for most tests, it won't get a lot darker if you leave it on the counter overnight.
By the next morning, I might as well do another test.
You could have a darker test today than tomorrow if you were dehydrated yesterday.
What would get me that dehydrated?
Morning sickness stereotypically leads to nausea with only some vomiting, but some women throw up a couple times a day for weeks.
While it is easy to call this a stomach bug, I hope it doesn't get that bad.
For some, the morning sickness lasts 9 months or lands them in the hospital for dehydration. In those conditions, the pregnancy test is light if you don't have enough pee to get a good reading and dark if you get a modest but concentrated amount.
You're right, the test will be faint if there isn't much pee on it.
Pee in a cup and test using that to know the wick on a stick is in the pee long enough to get valid results. Leaving the end in the cup, though, shouldn't make the line darker.
Unless I wait a couple days.
If you're not sure the test is valid, try a different test. If the control line is as faint as the pregnancy test line, you're back to the likely cause of not having enough to test from.
And they say that pregnancy makes you pee a lot more.
If you're really dehydrated and cannot generate much pee, you might get 2 faint lines until you can keep a liter of stale lemon lime soda down.